From working with big name brands to leading and founding more mission-driven companies, a Seattle woman is being recognized for her work in sustainability. Holly Menino introduces us to an Earthshot Prize nominee and the work that led to this recognition.
She is considered a leader in sustainable fashion and accessories and is working to create a healthier planet for generations to come. Joining me now is Cleo Escarez. She is the founder of Redyoos. Cleo, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Oh my gosh, happy to have you. Okay, your career started with big corporations. You have slowly transitioned, though, to more mission-driven companies, smaller companies. Why did you make that transition? What has that transition been like for you?
It's been a very interesting one. Let's start with the why. The why has been, like you said, I've been really fortunate to work in larger corporations. Most of my career has been in fashion and accessories. But if you really think about it, well, after I've thought about it, the fashion industry is actually one of the worst carbon emission industries on the planet. And I really call my journey at Redyoos my redemption tour because I feel like there's a few landfills out there with my name on it after, being in the fashion industry. So that's one reason. The other reason is I really felt like, I've gained enough experience to really bet on my own. So this was my way of really trusting my experience and just take my shot.
What is Redyoos for those folks that don't know?
That's a good question. Redyoos is actually, we call ourselves an urban mine. So what we do is we take jewelry and recycle it, and we take really important things from it, such as your precious metals, and we recycle it to go back into the supply chain to make renewable energy.
Talk about its name, because I think we have to call this out. At first I was like, I want to phonetically say reduce, but it can't be that easy. So give us a little backstory on that.
It's a good question. So Redyoos, actually, I will credit that to my 7-year-old daughter. When we were coming up about our company names, we were at the dinner table and talking about what type of words are related to sustainability. And so she started with the word reduce, and she was spelling it. And that's how she phonetically spelled Redyoos, R-E-D-Y-O-O-S. And when I was looking up trademarks, URLs, it was actually available and not being held hostage for $1 million. So I was like, yeah, that's it. That's the name.
You're a mom.
I'm a mom of 3.
Okay. Your kids are a little bit of your why, too.
Absolutely.
All of this as well.
Absolutely. They are absolutely my why. I feel like I just couldn't live this planet with my legacy being something that just brought a lot of shareholder value. And I also wanted to kind of right my wrongs in terms of leaving this planet filthy. I wanted to leave it much healthier for them.
You are an Earthshot Prize nominee. Talk about the nomination. Talk about the recognition. What does that mean?
Oh, it is such a validating nomination. If you're in sustainability at all, the Earthshot Prize Award is actually one of the most coveted awards. It's actually held or organized by the royal family in London. And they basically reward people or organizations that have anything to do with social or environmental impact. And it's really funny because when I was building the company, I actually had the Earthshot Prize Award on my vision board for year 5. Wow. I go to a conference in Paris a few months ago, and I meet people, and they're like, hey, have you ever heard of the Earthshot Prize Award? I was like, absolutely, it's on my vision board. And, months later, applications later, due diligence later, I got a congratulations of you are one of the nominees. Granted, we are not in it to win it. The people that are in this competition or in this award are doing some phenomenal things, like bringing electricity to far corners of the earth, clean water, things like that. And here I am just recycling jewelry. But it's such a great recognition.
And we should mention, too, you had this on your vision board for year 5, but Redyoos was founded in last year, 2024. Yeah. So you're moving right along, maybe a little ahead of schedule.
You know, I feel like since the day that I've decided to really follow my purpose and passion, it's just been this incredible momentum that I've never felt. Like, you know, I had that on my vision board for year 5, but the universe was like, no, 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 we're here now. We're gonna do it. And here we are.
Cleo, what advice do you have for other people that are maybe in that same space of thinking in terms of, I meant to do something more, I meant to do something else? How do you make the transition? And then what advice do you have for those of us that just want to live more sustainably?
Yeah, I would say maybe just trust yourself. You have everything that you really need to get started. And it doesn't have to be something big. Trust me, when I started this company, it was basically just me being like, hey, I want to do something on my own. I'm tired of working for large corporations. I'm tired of lining everyone else's pockets. And I've have enough experience, I could do it on my own. That's literally is where I started, was like, I want to work on things that I want to work on. And just had, you know, enough faith that I've earned enough experience that I can do it. And then in terms of sustainability, I think it kind of is a good segue in terms of like me trusting that I can do it on my own. And then having that experience, I've seen so many problems within the industry, which meant that I also can unlock a solution, right? And so I think that's the same way with living in a sustainable way. We have so many problems. Just pick one. And it could be as little as just like recycling that piece of jewelry that you did not know what to do with, right? So it's as simple as that.
All right. You can listen to Cleo speak TEDx Belltown Women on November 8th. Share a very small amount of what you're going to be sharing with the audience there.
Well, I feel like I kind of did. So we are going to be talking about, well, my talk is going to be about jewelry and waste and how it could be a path to solution for climate change.
Okay, awesome. Cannot wait to hear more. Again, TEDx Belltown Women, November 8th. Cleo, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.